Hi.
We are.
This is really amazing. Thank you very much. I'm relatively new to your teachings, about 6 months, and I have always been a joyful person and fortunate in many, many ways. I'm a first grade teacher, and I find such incredible connection with my students, and I feel so fulfilled, and it's just wonderful every day. I feel like I'm helping them to really see who they are, to help them to grow and become who they are, and it's just...
We have to get this in here. It's such an important thing to understand. First, we want to say that these little buggers are closer to knowing who they are than any adult that you will ever meet. And so, while you think you're helping them, really they're helping you.
I think so. I really, truly agree with that.
They are fortunate in that they have a teacher who is positively tuned, who is joyfully oriented. And that's a bit of an anomaly. And so it is nice that they have an opportunity to play with you, because you are less likely to beat the drum of things that cause them to disallow who they really are. It's nice that their natural intuitive alignment with Source can be allowed for a little bit longer. We are enjoying the continuity of the conversation that came just before this with this, because we want you to look at this in this way. In the same way that our friend does not need his dead mother arbitrating on his behalf, these children do not need any adult arbitrating on their behalf. In other words, they've got the whole package. They are source energy in physical bodies. They are having their exposure to their life, which is causing them to become more. And if left to their own natural resources, they would gravitate instinctively to becoming the being that their life is causing them to become. And the thing that we think would be so wonderful, if you could consciously know it, they're going to figure it out one way or another in time anyway. The best role that you could play for any of them is to be a grown-up and still be joyfully oriented, to be someone who is playful rather than serious, someone who is optimistic rather than pessimistic, someone who loves to be in the day rather than dreads to be in the day, someone who intuitively looks for their positive aspects rather than looking for a flaw that you're trying to correct. These beings are source energy in physical bodies, and out ahead of them is the expanded version of them. Here they are, these little kids who have expanded versions of themselves that they want to joyously romp and follow. And almost everybody else that they meet is saying to them, don't romp and follow those natural intuitions. This is the critical time for those little buggers, because what's happening is most people are saying, no, now you live in this world, I will teach you the ways of this world. And we want you to remember they've come to teach you the ways of their world. They are the fresh new ones. They are the pure positive energy. They are the culmination of all that's being lived. That's why they're cable ready. That's why they get the computer. That's why they understand the things that most adults that have been here for a while don't understand. So as you look at them and see them as the bright beings that they are, and you make a determination that you're going to enhance their awareness of their own guidance system rather than trying to replace it with another set of rules, that will be the most incredible thing that you can give to them. There could be 100 people in their life teaching them otherwise, and you knowing what they innately know, and your power of influence will be more powerful than a million who do not. And they will always remember you as the grown-up who knew life was supposed to be fun.
Yes, that is. Thank you so much.
Why are we born to the parents that we're born to? Is there a purpose to that?
Well, everything that you are living, just like now, what you're thinking and therefore offering vibrationally and what comes to you is always a vibrational match. So from your non-physical, non-resistant stance prior to coming forth into this physical experience, you were offering a vibration that exactly matched the physical equivalent of the placement and the timing of your birth every single time. It's interesting because as we visit with our physical friends, often they say, I made a big mistake. From their human physical perspective, Esther teases, I'm sure I didn't choose or I would have been born in Malibu. But what we're wanting you to realize is that you did choose vibrationally. And even more important, you did choose well vibrationally, because from that non-physical vantage point from which you made that choice, there was no resistance within you. So then you say, well, if that's true, then why would I have chosen something that wasn't all that great? And we say, because from your broader non-physical perspective, you saw it as the perfect contrasting opportunity that it was to help you hit the ground running, to help you get things into your vibrational escrow early on. You got to remember that as you were born, each and every one of you, as you made the decision to come forth into this physical body, you were worthy, feeling, invincible, genius creators. And you saw all of it as an opportunity. And you knew that this was an environment where there was this stream flowing and that you could put your boat in the river anywhere that you are. And it didn't matter if you put it over here with ornery parents or over here with poverty parents or over here with more enlightened parents or over here with ecstatic, elated parents. It didn't matter where you put your boat in the water, because the stream's moving and everything you want's downstream, and you're born with guidance to let you know whether you're going that way or that way. So it seemed to you like it did not matter. And it did not matter till you got here and got all wrapped up in the contrasting part of it and started beating the drum of what you don't want more than following the stream of what you do want, you see. We want you to feel with us the effervescence of life that we feel for you. We want you to begin to realize that even when for a long time you beat the drum of what you don't want, that there's a counter value in that, because every time you know what you don't want, you ask more clearly what you do want, and every time you ask, it is given. So there's no way of losing. So what that's saying is, some of you deliberately thought it was a really good idea to put yourself in very strong conditions that would cause you to launch lots of rockets of desires, because you wanted to get that river going faster, and you believed in your ability to sense which way was downstream and which way was upstream. So here's the thing that we think is the most interesting as we watch so many of you. Some of you are willing to put up with a lot more discomfort before you make the decision to turn and go with the flow. And that's really where we come in. That's our greatest advantage to you, because our message to you is, we were in your physical form, and we got the picture that we are source energy in a physical body, and we got an understanding that contrast is meant to cause expansion, and that you can't stop expanding, and that every emotion you feel is about how well you're keeping up with your own expansion or not. Then we would begin in the moment of that understanding, and we would demand of ourselves better feeling thoughts. We just would not allow the sloppy thinking that we have picked up along our physical trail. We would just begin demanding better feeling thoughts. We would lie in our bed, and if we have a thought about some creepy employer who seems to not know who we are and is not giving us what we deserve and is taking advantage of us in this way and this way and this way, and we feel the discord of that in our belly, we would lie in our bed and we would deliberately ask ourselves, is there not something that I could think about this person that would give me a little sense of relief? And we would lie there with that subject on our mind until we had accomplished a sense of relief. And in accomplishing a sense of relief, that relationship with that person will take on a new stance, because we would have shifted in this universe and our point of attraction would have shifted. And then as soon as tomorrow, as we are interacting with that person, as we see this shift, because of our willingness to find the thought that's more in keeping with who we really are, we would show ourselves our ability to deliberately create our experience. Once you have shown yourself under any situation your ability to change the way something in your world is responding to you because you've shifted your vibrational stance on it, now you understand why you would be willing to come into contrasting experiences because you feel invincible. You know that there isn't anything that you can't figure out, and in fact, the figuring it out is the fun of life. If you are a tennis player, you're not looking around for people that you can whip all the time. You want somebody that extracts from you better tennis playing. You want somebody that can volley with you, but you want somebody that can give you stuff that you're going to have to reach to get. You want somebody with really good timing because you want them to extract really good timing for you. You don't want lethargy. You want excellence. You don't want sameness. You want expansion. You don't want dying. You want living. You don't want ceasing. You want becoming. In other words, you like this contrast because this contrast is what brings the life from you. And it's life moving through you that is life, you see. You just can't find something to want without knowing what you don't want. It's just finding the balance of that is so delicious. When you're born, that eagerness for life, that's the way you expected to feel always. And the way people view life is absolutely about their placement in the stream. And it's not about how close to the goodies they are. It's about whether they're moving with the flow of their stream or against the flow of their stream. That's all that there is. And when you start insisting that you train yourself downstream, 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 then what begins to happen is things begin showing up so easily for you, and you begin to have such confidence in your ability to create anything that then greater contrasting experiences put bigger things over there. And the bigger things that ring your bells more when you turn in the direction of them, then life is really, really intoxicating. You did not say, give me an easy path. You said, give me a stimulating path. You did not say, give me the easy way. You said, give me the stimulating way that will inspire the best from me. You did not say, bring me people that will always agree with me. You said, let me interact with others so that the independent nature of my being will triumph, and so that who I really am as a creator will spawn from me. And help me to always be sensitive to the way I feel so that I will know whether I'm letting myself keep up to speed with me or not. That's what you said. And when you keep up to speed, you love everything that brought you to where you are. And when you're not up to speed, you hate everything that brought you to where you are, you see. Good.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. You spend so much time trying to figure out what the human conditions are and evaluating the rightness and the wrongness of them, and then trying to change conditions that you can't change, that it gives you a distorted view of the possibilities of life. But when instead of attempting all of that impossible conditional loving, where you need conditions to change so that you can feel better, instead you just realize that you have the potential right here and now to feel a little better if you will make the effort to do it, and you do feel a little better, before you know it, you'll have such a conscious awareness of this vibrational gap that you will again and again bring yourself into alignment with who you have really become. We know that we've offered those words over and over again today, but there is nothing more important for you to realize than that you are a genius creator in a physical body who is constantly expanding, and you must keep up with you if you want to be joyful. You cannot stand not to keep up with you. And what that means every time is that you're going to love yourself more than hate yourself. It means you're going to love somebody else more than hate them. But it might not be that clear cut of a choice. It might mean that you just have to like yourself a little better and not be quite so mad at yourself. In other words, just do the best that you can from where you are, and let your new mantra be, no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, no matter who I'm doing it with, it is my dominant intent to look for the best feeling thought that I can find from where I am. And every day in your book, if you will write dozens of times, whenever you feel negative emotion about a condition, about a government, about a lover, about a child, about a state of being, about a physical condition, no matter what it is, write it down and underline whatever it is, and then just say, what is it that I'm thinking about you that I'm using as my excuse to not let myself be who I am? And when you identify what it is that you're thinking that's got you pointed upstream, and you try to find something that's a little more downstream, you'll feel the relief right then. And do you know that relief and then 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 relief, then relief and then relief, before you know it, you're going with the flow. And as you begin to go with the flow, the universe begins to give you more reason to expect more good things to happen to you. The better it gets, the better it gets, the better it gets, the better it gets. Life is supposed to be good for you, and we know because we've seen what's in your vibrational escrow. We are aware of the source within you, and we can hear the call of source, and we want you to realize that the call of source is going to sound different to you depending upon where you are in the river, but it always feels slightly better than where you are every single time, no exception. Have fun with all of this. There is great love here for you. And for now, as always, we remain eternally and joyously incomplete.